chance to win a second one next week against Tom Brady. So, Shannon, who has had the better start to his career, Mahomes or Brady?
Skip, I'm looking at individuals. I'm looking at the individual success, and then we'll break it down if you want to go team success. Okay, Mahomes, he's the first quarterback to reach 2 Super Bowls before the age of 26. He's never lost a game since his NFL career started by more than 8 points. He's 38-8 in the regular season. He's 7-1 in the postseason. He has a 5,000-yard passing season. He has a 50-touchdown season. He has a Super Bowl MVP and a regular season MVP. Team success, second Super Bowl, 3 straight AFC championship games, and he's won 25 of his last 26. Tom Brady's best season came in year 7, 2007, Skip, when he went 50 touchdowns, 4,800 yards. Patrick Mahomes did better than that in his first season as a starter. Brady early Super Bowl, Skip, they were 6th in scoring defense, 1st in scoring defense, 2nd in scoring defense. Mahomes' first 3 seasons as a starter, an MVP, 3 Pro Bowls. He's 1st in pass yards, 308, 1st in touchdowns. Chiefs are #1 scoring in that span. Brady, first 3 seasons as a starter, 1 Pro Bowl, 14th in pass yards, 218 a game, 69 touchdowns. Patriots was 11th in scoring over that span. Mahomes has 3,600 more passing yards and 45 more touchdowns. I mean.
You finished? Okay, here is why, once again, you are outrageously underestimating and overlooking what Tom Brady did early on with almost nothing to work with on offense.
That was the question.
Okay, this is the start to the career. You have to put it in perspective. Patrick Mahomes, here are the Kansas City records the 3 years before he took over at quarterback. 11-5, 12-4, and 10-6. 3 straight playoff teams, and then he got to take over after he waited and watched Alex Smith for a year.
Okay.
Tyreek Hill was there. Travis Kelce was there. They were going into their primes. They were established as the 2 best duo threats.
Did we look at them like that with Alex Smith? No, we did not.
I think they were already there.
They were there. Okay, but did we look at them like that?
Okay, now let's look at what Tom Brady took over. The Patriots the year before were 5-11 with Bill Belichick, the GOAT coach, 5-11, and they had started that year 0-2. Tom Brady took over, and that year they did have 1 Pro Bowl weapon on offense, but only 1 made the Pro Bowl, and it was Troy Brown. And against the Raiders, a team I covered, in the snow, again, it was the Tuck Rule game, and they got a huge break because it was a bad call against the Raiders. It should have gone the other way. But Tom Brady was magnificent, quietly magnificent in a game for all the marbles at home. It was in Foxborough, and it was in the snow. But in the second half, he threw for 238. In the fourth quarter and overtime, he went 20 of 28 for 138. And they won the fourth quarter and overtime. They won the fourth quarter 10-0 and overtime 3-0. So he was already doing what Tom Brady always did in that game against the Raiders, which propelled them, obviously, into a Super Bowl game in which he went Tom Brady on, wait a second, the greatest show on turf, the St. Louis Rams. It was a great defensive job by Bill Belichick and the defense, starting with Ty Law. But look what Tom Brady did down the stretch of that game. This is the Super Bowl. While Patrick Mahomes, I just demonstrated, was very shaky in his first Super Bowl and very lucky to win against Kurt Warner and company, Brady, in that last drive, he completes passes of 5, 8, 11, 23, and 6. And if we could see the 23-yarder, this is 29 seconds left in this game, and he hits Troy Brown. That's a huge throw. That's 23 yards. That got them to a 54-yard field goal. And then on the next throw, he goes 6 yards to Jermaine Wiggins, their tight end, to get them to a 48-yard field goal. He's doing Brady things already, but nobody really even knew who he was. And he wins the game with a late drive. Another one. He's won 6 rings with 6 game-winning drives in the fourth quarter overtime. Now, here we go to his second Super Bowl, which was a year later. By the way, he goes 9-7 his second-year starter. He has 0 Pro Bowlers, 0 on offense. Then he has 0 the next year, but they have a good year, and they get to the Super Bowl against Carolina. And he wins a shootout. Speaking of the defense, they win this game 32-29, and he faces a 3rd and 3 with 14 seconds left. Let's see this play if we could. 3rd and 3 with 14 seconds left. This is against Carolina. And he goes to Deion Branch on an out route. That's the game. That's for the game because that sets up the 41-yard field goal that wins the game 32-29. 32-29.
But
so you're telling me Patrick Mahomes hasn't done that?
Skip,
Look what he's doing. Look at it.
Okay.
He's already.
Skip, what about last year? 24 down, 10 down, 10 down, come back, win, win, win. You talked about that Super Bowl, his first Super Bowl that he won. Tom Brady, you said he had 55 yards in his final drive. He passed for 144 yards total.
Okay, but what happened with the money pushed to the middle of the table?
What happened when the money was pushed to the middle of the table? Did Patrick Mahomes not win the Super Bowl last year?
Yeah, but he was lucky that Garoppolo missed the throw that should have won the Super Bowl.
So you see, Skip, what you do?
No,
everybody's lucky except Tom Brady.
Okay, but again, Patrick Mahomes threw late third quarter interception, early fourth quarter interception, down 20-10.
Skip,
You're just lucky.
So Tom Brady's never thrown an interception in the Super Bowl.
Then he gets away with throwing a punt pass that gets fair caught by Tyreek and it wins the game.
I'm just asking you a question. Has Tom Brady ever thrown an interception in the Super Bowl?
Wow. Well, sure he has, but has he won 6 of them? Yeah.
But Skip, the man has only been. You can only be what you want. You can only win what you've been in. He's 1-1. Now he has an opportunity to go 2-0. I mean, but Skip, you look at the numbers. Brady was not asked to do. Brady could not do in his first 3 years what Patrick Mahomes is doing. You know that. I know that.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes could have done what Brady did in these 2 games. And again, in the second Super Bowl, he's the runaway MVP. He's 32 of 48 for 354 and 3 touchdowns. I don't know.
Skip, hold on.
Did he throw it behind his back? No. Did he throw it left-handed? No. Did he throw a no-look? No. He just kept making complete passes.
So what are we going to do about these 45 more touchdowns and 3,600 more yards?
Okay.
What are we going to do about that?
I believe in Super Bowls.
Skip, hold on. No. That's a team goal. We said who's had a better. We talk about Mahomes, Brady, head-to-head.
Who won the game for both of these teams with good defenses? I give you that, especially the first year. Second year was pretty good, but hey, this guy is unparalleled with the ball in his hands late in games. There's never been anybody as clutch
So
as this
Mahomes
guy.
is terrible with the ball in his hand.
No, I'm just saying, but late in that game, he was not very good in that Super Bowl.
Skip, he was down by 10. The start of the fourth, and they rallied and they won the game. What do you mean he wasn't great?
Garoppolo, 3 of 11 in the fourth quarter for 36 yards and a pick.
Hold on. Okay, so, Skip, you can't, Skip, you see what you do? Is that when somebody else is bad and they capitalize on it, you talk about Aaron Rodgers. What was Aaron Rodgers in the fourth quarter? He was 6 of 11. Tom Brady, you talk about Tom Brady. Woo, 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 woo. Tom Brady did great.
4 of 11.
4 of 11.
Yeah.
Come on, Skip.
You discount what Brady was doing because it doesn't have wow factor.
No, you discounted what Mahomes is doing. You do realize he's 25.
Okay, I got it. He has an MVP and he has a Super Bowl MVP. I give you that.
So how many?
But I'm looking at the QBR in that Super Bowl and it wasn't great.
Was it
by his standards? It was.
I wonder what Brady. I wonder what Brady's Super Bowl QBR would have been in that Super Bowl when you throw for 144 yards.
Oh, they didn't have it.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm sure we can go back and look it up. I'm sure you got stats that can go back and look it up and grade it accordingly.
In his first year as a starter, he pulls off game-winning drives against a Raider team that was really good.
First of all, you already disqualified it. You said it was a bad call, so that was done. So let's move forward. His first-year starter, he had a better season. If you take Brady's greatest season, which is 2007, Mahomes pulled that off in his first year starting.
We'll see if he can pull it off at the highest level.
Yeah, we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper here on Tom Brady, because the real question is it actually Brady or his supporting cast that got him to his 10th Super Bowl? This should be interesting. We'll dive in next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
defense, first in scoring defense, second in scoring defense. Mahomes' first 3 seasons as a starter, an MVP, 3 Pro Bowls. He's first in pass yards, 308, first in touchdowns. Chiefs are #1 scoring in that span. Brady, first 3 seasons as a starter, 1 Pro Bowl, 14th in pass yards, 218 a game, 69 touchdowns.